Hello and welcome back to Wolf and Friends Gaming, and also welcome back to Sakura Fantasy. I'm going to go back. Last time we saw, I think her name is Ardena, start to be enraged. So yeah, also I might need to cover that again, but I'll need to check the previous video for that. So, no one dares to say a word to the enraged Empress, simply staring at her in awe. Trying to remember the things. Okay, that's doing that. Spacebar, that's it. The main speaker of council backs off from her step by step. Empress, what has possessed you? Empress, please stop this. You're going to tear these chambers apart. Among the chaos, I can clearly hear Ardena. Her voice is powerful, yet quivering with emotion. It drowns out all other voices. It's as if the entire world has gone silent just to hear what she has to say. First, you openly deny your Empress. Then you have the gall to accuse me of being unfit to take an interest in the affairs of my own empire. Every single one of my requests through the last decade has been denied by all of you. They've openly denied her for this long? She really was just a figurehead then. But this time you will not be denying anything. I am your Empress, and it is time I reminded you of your place. I am older than all of you combined. I have seen thousands of battles, millions of deaths, and known more loss than you could ever hope to imagine. So do not even dare to suggest that I am unfit to be your leader, that I am not sound of whatever I said. Not one of you, for all of your age and experience, could ever understand what that star means. The speaker tried his best to calm her down. Empress, please calm down! Is that really? Okay, there we go. Just tell us what the star means so we can understand. We do not mean any harm by that statement either. We were just concerned for me, or were you simply concerned with not having your way this time? I tire of your sweet lies. I'd rather those with more honest tongues speak for a change. So I will make this clear. This is not a request like all of those other times. This is a command from your Empress. Find me a group of warriors willing to brave the Mires, the best group you can spare. Otherwise, I'm going to look for a new group of councilmen. You have all grown complacent with your positions. Remember that I am your Empress for eternity. Okay, well that's gotta suck. After that, her light fades and she returns to her normal appearance. She nearly burned my eyes out with that. Finished their speech, Ardena turns her back on the council. She takes a moment to look at me before she's gone again. Did I just see the Empress of the Legends? The one who glowed with light and banished the darkness with her footsteps? When I looked back to the council, all of them looked terrified. Well, do we have any further items we need to discuss? How exactly do you think we should respond to the Empress's insistence? Oh, I think it would be best to hear her out this one time. Although I am normally the voice of cynicism in this room. That is understandable. We all agree on the Empress's proposal. Is that right? All of them voice of their agreement. Do we have any other outstanding business that we must deal with right now? No one says a thing. I think it would be best to adjourn this meeting for now then. Is everyone in favor? Once again, the decision is agreed upon with no opposition. You didn't see or hear any of this. Understood, guardsman. Can only vacantly nod my head. It's enough to make him go away. Dumbfounded, just stand there for a moment, and I'm going to go for what I just witnessed, and we're going to need to cut this out, so... Okay, I am back, sorry about that. My fellow guardsman must be in awe too, because he's not moving either. Damn, I've never seen that happen before. I guess this was your lucky day. Council chambers will never be this exciting again. Does this really count as lucky? She couldn't have caused this chamber to collapse on us. Perhaps. It would have been better to have that happen, though. Rather than listen to these politicians keep talking. I can't help but shake my head at him. Does he really hate being here that much? I've been here a long time, and that's the first time I've ever seen anything like this. Things are going to change very soon, and it's about time that happened. What's even better is that we're off duty now. Hooray! I don't know about you, but I'm out of here. Sure enough, he's gone in an instant. I'm too busy taking in what I saw to really care, though. Even though the council had adjourned their meeting for today, I still have guard duty. I'd better get to patrolling the hallways then. Hallways. Dots. More dots. All the dots. Only dots. It's in the moonlit night by the time I'm off duty. My gosh. How long were we just walking through the hallways? The rest of my day was uneventful after what I saw in the council chambers. I'm tired, to say the least. Maybe guard duty is supposed to be some kind of twisted endurance training. Keira does love her unusual training regimes. Stop complaining and relax for a moment. Oh my gosh, this Raelin. I don't know what. In my own situation, I don't know what I would do. I'd probably. These are really actually the same thing. But this Raelin comes off to me as a slacker, so let's slack. I suppose I could take a moment to relax. It's not like there's anyone watching me. But once again, he saw footsteps echoing through the halls. It's Ardena. I already know who they belong to. The Emperor seems to have stopped to look at me. I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were. His response with a gentle smile. It is fine. Don't concern yourself with who I am. Just concern yourself with what power I hold and how I can kill you at any instant. I really don't think I can do that. I'm only speaking with a legendary figure. I wish to speak to you again. If my Empress commands it, I will. Then let us speak. She wanders over to one of the many windows in the hallway leaning on its sill. The light of the moon illuminates her face, making her seem even more ghostly. Oh boy. In the moonlight, her otherworldly beauty comes from more prominent. The stars fall out from the heavens. Yeah, we already know that. Sorry, I'm yawning. But, the impossible has happened. No, it was always possible. It was only a matter of when it would happen. How did you know it was possible? Because she's an eternal figure. Yeah, because someone promised me that it would. Huh. Someone promised her? Who might that be, my Empress? Who promised you? Someone did. Of course. There's no answer to be had here. What does that star mean then? It means is it as the dupes I speak on the streets? Is it a herald of the end? Yes. I'm afraid that the star's significance will be lost on anyone of this age. So of course she refuses anything. She's a politician. Why can't you tell anyone what the star means to you? Because they were not there. Weren't there? Weren't where? My Empress, what are you talking about? I'm afraid that I cannot make you understand either. There is not anyone else alive who remembers him. Him? Who could she be talking about? A great night. I am the only one left. I wish you could have been there too. To know the light that once shone on us. There was no need for an Empress or an empire then. But look at the world we now live in. Despite how powerful she looked in the council chamber, she now looked very tired. They have believed me to have become lost. That is not entirely untrue. I've been waiting a long time for the star to fall. Now that it has, I think I can find my way again. Let's see something very human here for the first time, and it just made it so vulnerable just for a moment. Let me tell you one thing about the star. It means change. Great change. Is it for the better or for the worse, though? Even I can't predict the future, and why in the world did Google Chrome open itself up? I know you can't see it, but it's weird. Okay, now you could for that instance. But yeah, it's weird. Google Chrome opens itself up. I've been trying to fix it. What the fuck is this here? Ugh. I've just been having a lot of computer problems where I can't fix my internet. I know it's not important, but it's weird. All I know is that the star means change. Yeah, you were there to hear my request. It all depends on those warriors now, whoever they may be. Just quickly gazes out the window. Something about it just seems lonely. I would seek the star myself, but I am no fool. If I were to die, what would become of the capital? And I'm going to cover all this up. Okay. I'm covering that up, or I'm just gonna black the screen out. You haven't seen those men bicker among themselves. To leave what little we have left in their hands alone, we would be undone. People need their empress in these times more than ever. Why do you keep them here then? Why not get rid of them? Now, I've thought about it for a long time. Perhaps when I find suitable replacements, I'll go through with it. For now, I will allow them to stay. They will not deny me this time. Even though they rule this city, I am still the empress. For a moment she seems to look out at the cityscape before her. It is late, guardsmen. Return to your barracks. I hope that we may meet again sometime. I'm not sure if I hope to meet her again. Something tells me that I will, though. All the dots. Oh boy, training. Yeah, I'm back to trade grounds today. This epic music. Not on guard duty, though. Thank the creator. After all that's happened in those chambers, I'll never complain about hitting wooden dummies again. In fact, it's nice to be able to hit something after listening to those councilmen for so long. Fortunately, Keira motions for us to cease training. I'm pretty sure I just got here. You okay? The first day I get back to it, and there's already going to be interruptions. Novices, I require your attention. The Empress herself is visiting our What? Pay your utmost respect. Oh my gosh! Ardena's visiting us right now. No one knows her reason for visiting today, but I can take a guess. After what I saw in the council chamber, I know it could be for no reason other than recruiting. And she's still a ghost. She's wearing a motionless mask. She takes a moment to wait for the rest of the novices in the barracks to assemble themselves. My novices, my knights, I come before you with a request. Despite her lack of emotion, her words still sound inspirational. Not a single person looks away. That's because she's the Empress and Keira told them to pay the utmost respect. They're waiting on her every word. All of you know that a star fell from the sky a week ago. It's only been a week. Everyone has discussed what the star means, but its meaning will only become more apparent when we see it for ourselves. There is going to be an expedition to reach the star, traveling through the Mires and into the desolate lands beyond. Will any of you volunteer for this? It will be a journey filled with peril, so I understand if you have fears. But your Empress needs brave volunteers. Will you not help her in her time of need? Most of the novices. Wow! I can't blame them. What she's asking for. It's suicide. It's one thing to be on the walls and just defending. It's another thing to go into the wilderness. Keira also looks shocked. She wasn't expecting something like this. My Empress, surely you ask too much of these novices. They are not ready for battle yet. Can you not come later? I'm afraid this cannot wait, Keira/Erza. I also reaffirm that this is only for volunteers. I will force no one. Surely there is one among you who would go forward to seek the star, and it's going to be Raelin, isn't it? Her vacant eyes survey the entire crowd before her. As I'm about to step forward, I feel a hand on my shoulder. It's Gwen, of course it is. Don't go near the Mires. You won't come back alive. Never before have a word sounded as grave as they do now. Glancing, I step back into the crowd. I think the Empress notices me, though, and I do. Obviously. The crowd parts as she begins to walk towards me. It seems that we meet again. I have an unusual feeling about you, guardsmen. Trusting my feelings, time scratching my leg. That has led me into prosperity in the past. So this is what I will ask of you. Guardsmen, will you be willing to take this journey? Yes, of course, they all gasp at you and awe. The Empress herself has requested for Raelin to go on this journey. Oh my gosh! Some of them sides excitedly. The Empress seems to notice their chatter. I forgot to ask your name when I had spoken with you before. Please forgive me, Raelin. Her name is stronger reaction than before. Raelin has spoken with the Empress before? Oh my gosh! How could that happen? Ignoring the rumor mongers, Ardena focuses her full attention on me. I ask again, are you willing to take this journey? Expectation weighs heavily on me right now. Peer pressure, everyone holds breath. Before I can open my mouth to reply, Keira steps in. I can't let such an inexperienced combatant go into the wilds, not without someone to ensure his safety. What you are asking her is too much, my Empress. Then are you saying that you wish to join her, Keira? Of course. It's not often that I see my instructor knocked off balance, just got owned. But I have my duties here, Empress. I'm not forcing you to make a decision. You may go or may stay. I know the journey will be perilous. Torn between her work and this proposal, Keira looks over to me. I have a duty to my novices to keep them safe, to train them to face adversity. I cannot allow Raelin to go into the wilds alone. If she chooses to go, I will join her. I will arrange for someone to take my place while I am gone. Someone else steps forward from the crowd. Of course, it's Gwen. She's stony-faced, trying to hide her fear. I will not let my friend go there without me. Allow me to join this expedition. It will take a dozen scribes to fill your place, Gwen. I am aware of that, because I am the best. It is a sacrifice that I will have to make, and that they will have to make. Keira is shaking her head, but she's smiling too. There we go. Seems that you have all agreed on this. For the first time, I see the Empress smiling. You will be hearing from the castle shortly. If we're going to do this, we will need time to prepare. My Empress can request a month's notice before we have to leave. These novices are not ready. Also novices. The smile disappears from Ardena's face, but she accepts. So shall it be then. You have a month before you proceed into the wilds. Do your best to prepare. I will ensure that you will have everything you need to seek the star. Simply ask for it and it will be provided. Yeah, can we get like the best weapons, like guns or such a thing, if they exist? Thank you, my Empress. I will do my best. We all will. I believe in each and every one of you. That concludes my business here. Please continue with your training, novices. No one will think less of you for refusing. Though she puts it that way, the novices still seem ashamed. Yet they still don't have the courage to step forward. Keep training. Do your Empress proud in your own way. As the Empress leaves, Keira looks at a loss with herself. We've just agreed to do a suicide mission. While you two are brave, bravery alone isn't going to be enough out there. I think we'll conclude training early today. I hate my laptop. I'll talk about this later. Keira disappears back into the barracks. All the novices leave the training grounds. As soon as she does, she would tell me left. Had she planned for this the entire time? Just already decided that I was going to go on this journey. Yes, I don't know what to think now. Have I just condemned myself to die namelessly in the wilderness? No, I can't think like that. I will be ready for whatever lies out there. If I remember correctly, the star landed north. Wait, if it's landed out there, then that means I better not get ahead of myself. I need to prepare. It's in the Mires. I think she said that. If that star is landed where I think it has, then I absolutely must make it there. Failure is not an option. Now, on this suicide mission with Commander Shepard, Raelin, Keira, and Gwen, go. Return to our sleeping quarters and find Gwen is waiting for me. For a moment we just stand there, taking in the gravity of what we've done. So, we're going out on an expedition. We're going to see the Mires firsthand. Do you know what this means? We'll get a chance to kill monsters? Yes, but do you know what we're going to face apart from monsters? The Mires are filled with black mud. The kind that clings to your oh my gosh. She's only caring about herself. Not to mention flooding, lack of food, snaring vines. I didn't want to go because I've read all about those swamps. Now that we're going into them, I can't help but feel afraid. Hold me, Raelin. It'll be fine, Gwen. I hope so. There's so much to plan for in the meantime. Food will have to be rationed, too. We can only carry so much. Not to mention that there's nothing to be scavenged. It's a swamp. How can you scavenge nothing can be scavenged from the forest? Surely there's something we could forage for out there. We won't really have time to forage. The best thing we can do is ration ourselves as we travel. Food is definitely going to be a problem then. Yes, but there's so much to consider when on a journey like this. But you will find you are in capable hands. Gwen is used to planning, rationing, and handling equipment requisitions. Her years spent as a novice at this barracks have proven invaluable. I'm so glad she chose to come with us. What of you, Gwen? Do you think you'll be okay out there? My gift will be enough. Your far-seeing will help us in a fight, so I will protect you. What do you mean? Okay. Why do I need to be protected, though? Can I not protect myself? I never said you couldn't protect yourself. And I never said that you shouldn't return the favor if I do protect you. We're going into dangerous lands. If we want to survive, we need to protect each other. Which makes a good point. I guess I'm too focused on proving my own worthiness. Looking away, Gwyn just seems to be lost in thought. I wish I knew why we were seeking that star, but the Empress doesn't wish to tell us. Recalling the events from the Council Chambers, like everything with star must mean something significant. The Empress is much older than any of us. What it means to her could be lost in history. It must be a painful memory or something very personal. It's gonna be something personal. Your ability to read others is unusual, Raelin. I do not remember you being so insightful with Keira. But now that you mention that, it's fully possible. We all have our memories we do not wish to speak of. Haven't you seen that melancholy look in her eyes too? It's like she's mourning. Am I the only one who has noticed that? Yes, it does look like she's in grief. It is the first thing I noticed about her when she visited us. Who or what is she mourning the loss of? Probably that one person who told her about the star. That is what I can't work out. She is frustrating Empress to read. I don't care what I said if I said it wrong. Yes, but she is our frustrating Empress. So we must do our best to make sure we find that star. If it means something to her, then it means something to the entire Empire. Remember her saying that it did matter to the entire Empire. What it possibly means is beyond my... It means change! Did you find anything about the stars in the old legends? I've not found any legends about the stars since you've asked. Yeah, I'll keep looking if I can see if I find anything. For now, we should rest. You should also go to see Keira. I believe you owe her your thanks. That would be a good idea. Keira has been apprehensive ever since I agreed to go on this journey. I need to talk to her and put her at ease. Thank you, Gwyn. I'll speak to her soon. Good. I need to get back to work. I need to put forward an equipment request to the Empress. We need supplies of all kinds, including replacement armor. Some monsters can destroy armor out there. Of course they can. I'm sure you would rather not be nude while in the mire. That is a weird face. With all that mud, slime, and rain. Exactly. On that note, we will need warm clothing too. I'm not sure if I could convince Keira to wear anything different though. Anyway, you should really get going now. We both have things that we need to do. Gwyn quickly disappeared into the hallways of the barracks. I guess there's nothing to do now but talk to Keira. All the dots. God. Well, here I am before Keira's quarters again. I'm hesitant to open it as if I know what happened last time. It'd be better to knock this time. Oh, okay, there's no response. Please tell me there's an option here. Is she even here? Okay, good, there's an option here. Meaning that it is time for... can I save? Okay, good, I can't save. Good. Am I sure? Yes, I want to overwrite my save. Okay, good, leave me at the option. So, with that in mind, we are stopping here before Keira just because I want to. I'm going to do quite a bit of editing. I also need to fix my computer because the internet for me is weird. I keep opening up Internet Explorer, but Google Chrome opens up instead. So I'll try to see if I can fix that at some point. I know I did it once, but I can't do it again. But this has been Wolf and Friends Gaming, Sakura Fantasy, and I will see you all later. Bye bye.